your host, Megan Paulus, and I'm always looking for stories that inspire. So today I'm super excited to share this incredible story. Right here in Mesa, Arizona, thousands of young pilots learn to fly, not for the US, but for our allies. This is the untold story of Falcon Field and its profound place in global history. It's a story of courage and community and an unbreakable international bond. In order to tell this story, we're going to have to go all the way back to 1941. Now that's more like it. Let's find out what really happened in the Arizona desert. And the adventure begins. We are here inside the hangar at the CAF Air Base Arizona with the director of the museum, Alan Urban. What exactly is this air base and why is it so significant to World War II?
So this was originally established as a training base for the British in World War II. What this was a refuge for them to train their young pilots without Germans shooting at them or weather conditions. Here they could fly just about all the time. So this was a great advantage for them.
So what do you hope that visitors feel when they walk through this museum?
We've tried to focus on the personal stories. It's wonderful equipment. The B-17 is a magnificent machine, but it's the crews that wage the battles, and it's the crews that have to live through everything that's involved in a war. I do want to mention that we are a flying museum. A couple of things that make us unique compared to others is that you can get up to all our static displays, but also our flying planes. We talked about the British connection here. We still fly 6 World War II airplanes that you can buy rides on. The Stearman and the S&J that are next to us here would have been the same models that they would have trained in here in the 40s before they went back home to England to become pilots or other crewmen. So that is one of the things that is really unique about us and a whole different experience that you can't have at any other museum.
So we're here at the Commemorative Air Force Museum today with Mike Moeller. Can you specifically talk about this amazing aircraft behind us?
So what you see behind you is a B-17 Model G. About a quarter of the 12,731 B-17s that were built by Douglas and or Vega, which later became Lockheed.
Okay, and how many B-17s are still operational flying today?
3 in the world. 2 of them are in the US and 1 of them is in England. We love to tell the stories, which is really, we love the airplanes. It's a labor of love for all of us because we're all volunteers. We love the airplanes and we love to tell the stories, and what we love to do is interact with the people.
We're here with Sharon Gray. Thank you, Sharon, for agreeing to do this little interview. And what's the topic that we're talking about today?
We're talking about the Royal Air Force Cadet Memorial. 40 years ago, there were descendants and British folks that lived in the area that noted that there were RAF cadets that trained here during World War II from 1941 to 1945 that lost their lives during training. They are buried over in the Mesa City Cemetery, and as a result of that, people didn't know much about it. So they were very entrenched in with the community, and once the memorial started, it hasn't stopped except, of course, maybe during COVID.
So Sharon, I'd really like to know what that day is like.
So we have descendants that attend. We have the British Consulate General that comes from Los Angeles, and it's a formal memorial service. And it's just a beautiful service. It's so colorful with all the wreaths and with all the uniforms. It was a very difficult situation to train here, knowing that back home they had families and that their brothers were fighting.
So how were they welcomed into the community?
There was a woman they called Ma, and she had a boarding house, and she took in so many of them, and she made her home their home, as did other members of the community, because a lot of them, there were over 2,300 that trained here during that time period. Ma and others just basically tried to make it their home away from home.
skies, they flew with bravery. But on the ground, they danced like they were unstoppable. And while the uniforms, the missions, and the stakes were serious, there was always music, movement, and moments of joy in between. Now let's go back to that timeless rhythm of the 1940s. As your mortgage and lifestyle expert here in Arizona, I feel honored to help people plant roots right here in communities like this, filled with legacy, purpose, history, and heart. I'm Megan Paulus, and this is the American Dream. Thanks for flying through history with me today, and I'll see you all on the next adventure.
Never in the field of human conflict was so much owed by so many to so few.